Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. In this one, I'm doing a small painting of a scene from the TV show The Pitt. Now to start, I'm doing a color block in where I loosely cover the canvas with approximate shapes and tones. This is the first quick work day, so I actually let this sit for a few days and then come back and oil it out once it's dry to the touch. I go more in detail on oiling out on my other videos, but basically I do a thin layer of linseed oil and Gamsol that I wipe away, and this lets me do a wet on wet effect. Also, little warning, it's important not to oil out a painting more than once or twice because it may cause it to become yellow or sticky. So when I start the detail stage, which is my second workday, I like to punch out the darkest colors first. This helps me gauge my tones a little better, but I also find it easier to get a smooth effect to my painting this way. And the colors I'm using for this painting are cadmium red, cadmium yellow, titanium white, ivory black, and the tiniest bit of ultramarine blue that I end up using mostly only for the figure shirt. When I mix skin tones, I don't tend to use blue, and instead I treat the black as the blue. This is when I want a more muted and natural skin tone. Nothing oversaturated. Now the eyes. I do like to use my tiny detail brush for the more delicate features of the face. I pick up most of my brushes from Rosemary & Co. and Michael's, and I believe the one I'm using right now is one I got from Michael's for less than $5. But if you are going for a more impasto and textured feel to your work, you should use something like a hog bristle brush. But if you want a more finer and smoother finish, you should use something like a sable brush, or anything that has a softer feel to it. The one I'm using right now is a synthetic version of that. And obviously this video is a bit fast-paced since this is YouTube, but know that this entire process took around 10 hours. Never rush yourself because that's just a recipe for disaster. Although I will admit, I was slacking off a little and getting distracted, so it should have been finished a bit sooner. But I love turning on music while I paint and taking a lot of mini breaks to make the process even more enjoyable, so definitely add it to the time. And I will say, taking breaks is very important. Not only because you get to re-energize yourself, but because you get to come back to the painting with a fresh set of eyes. Take a 15-minute break, eat a snack, preferably not in the same room as your paints, but come back to the painting and you might notice some things that need changing. Also, I would love to hear what you guys do while you paint. Are you listening to podcasts, or do you have a movie on, or are you kind of like me and have music? I think the environment you paint in has a huge role in how the finished product turns out. Also, every single painting session is completely different and unique. And I think that's mostly because of how long they are. You can't copy hours of work exactly, and if you were to paint the same picture twice, each would have their own small quirks or differences that make them unique. Now, for features like the beard and hair, I do not want to paint in every single strand of hair. I want to give the illusion of that, and this is done by blocking in darker colors for the shadows and making sure the brush strokes are going in the direction that the hair is flowing. I then go in with my detail brush and put in a bit of highlight. Since this figure has darker hair, you can get away with blocking in darker shadows without having to paint in many highlights. However, if the figure is blonde or has a direct light source pointed on their hair, more visible highlights would be necessary and it would take more effort. So now we're nearing the end of the painting, just finishing up the shirt and background. And I don't want to say this is the easy part, but it definitely takes up less brain power painting this in. And I'm actually using my reference less in this stage. At the end of the day, I still want it to look like a painting, so I wanted to have a mix of that realism and painterly elements. The face is a bit more realistic, but is surrounded by some visible brushstrokes. I almost want people who view my paintings to think it's an image at the very first glance, but then instantly realize that it's a painting. So this is the end, and I just want to say a huge thank you to anyone who finished the video, and I hope you stay tuned for the next one. So here is the final product.